A personal message from the author, Bart Smith. Hey, thanks for picking up this book, or listening to the audio version of this book. About now, you're probably thinking, yeah, great, just what the world needs is another book on motivation. And you'd be right. But to my way of thinking, most motivational books out there are too theoretical, pie in the sky, too much fluff, new age, nonsense, woo-woo, or just too complex and hard to follow for someone like me. Can you relate? So what's different about my motivational book, Motivate Yourself to Succeed? Well, for starters, it's realistic and no hype there, and based on my own experiences. How's that for starters? It's also written in a narrative format as if you and I were just having a conversation. I've been where maybe you are right now. Yeah, I've been there, done that, figured out things, see what works, what doesn't, been in the trenches, confronted the naysayers, overcome the obstacles, and from my experiences, I've put together some straight-on advice in this book that works and worked solid for me over the years. This is the kind of book that would motivate me to read or listen to or write. Oh, that's right. I wrote it. Speaking of motivation, let's talk about where motivation comes from. All of us derive our individual motivation from a variety of sources. For me, where business and pursuing my personal ambitions are concerned, my motivation comes directly from these key sources. And this is in no order here, just random, but my current circumstances. Good, bad, unsatisfied, just might motivate me to do something. The actual dream or vision I might have, something to aspire to. A successful plan and working that plan. Others who have gone before me, who made it, they motivate me. Crossing the finish line, job well done, that motivates me. The spoils of victory, payday, rewards, popularity, notoriety, recognition, those motivate me. What's next? New success, new mountains to climb, that motivates me. So for me, every step along that journey, whether it's personal, business, or other, is motivated by a positive step forward on the psyche for gaining more ground towards reaching that end goal. For example, I'm a runner, and I will always strive to prepare for the distance, psych myself up to start running, and consistently and determined, I will stay the course no matter how tough it gets. I give my best effort to reach the finish line, either according to my timeline for success or just finish, however you get there, how long it takes. Then I'll reflect and get excited when I can see how my time has improved or how can I repeat the process. As for winning, I'm always a winner on my own terms. I compete against myself and nobody else. Even as a young man, I often felt personally motivated to address things that challenged me, such as sports or academics. I've always had an entrepreneurial spirit, and I'd look for opportunities to channel my energy, drive, and desires to accomplish whatever I set my sights on, especially if it drove me further, harder, faster. My extracurricular interests lined up with track and football throughout my junior high and high school years. As a running back for 7 years, rushing thousands of yards and sprinting to numerous touchdowns, I earned varsity letters in football. As a 9-year track veteran, I earned 4 varsity letters as a 2-time state champion hurdler with hundreds of first-place finishes and enough gold, silver, and MVP medals to start my own trophy store. My hard work paid off with a full scholarship to the college of my choice. Now, close your eyes for a minute. I want you to picture yourself as an untouchable running back or a state champion hurdler. I want you to imagine what it's like to carry the football. Bart, we're giving you the ball. On 2. The call would come, at which point I knew I'd be attacked by an army of players trying to stop me from advancing towards the goal line. What's more, in spite of exhaustion, being beat up, I was motivated to run. This kind of motivation works for anything that's important to you. You must overcome fatigue, pain, mistakes, falling down, and yes, getting back up again, and again, and again, to succeed. Even with hurdles. Well, the word hurdle gives it away right there, doesn't it? How many hurdles are there in a single race? Imagine competing in prelims, semis, and final hurdle races. Now multiply that by 300 times, and I overcame roughly 3,000 plus hurdles to achieve one thing: winning. No matter how I finished, I either was the winner or I sure felt like one. Here's a question for you. How many obstacles, people, naysayers, and hurdles are there in your personal life or business that try to derail you from pursuing your dreams, ambitions, or personal aspirations? Dozens? Hundreds? Thousands? Pretty intimidating. Well, allow me to inspire you to start, go, do, be, and win. Because you will. You see, what I've learned to take away from all those tackles: 2-yard gains, no yard gains, 50-yard gains, 95-yard touchdown kickoff returns, 3,000 plus hurdles, 1,000 plus yard rushing seasons, hundreds of first place finishes, and more, was if you show up and you apply yourself. This is what I learned. You show up, you apply yourself, you work hard at what you love until you're the very best that you can be, then you are a winner. I'm going to repeat that. When you show up and you apply yourself and you work hard at what you love until you're the very best at it, then you are a winner. So, number 1, get excited about winning. The game of life is yours. Number 2, do what's required. Show up, work hard, give your all, compete against yourself, research, train, practice, rehearse, perform, improve, assess how you're doing, or have a personal coach help you with that. Persist, and voila, you'll be well on your way to victory, my friend. Every time. Don't you think? Scratch that. Don't you know? Yes, you do. You see, I recognize that what motivates me to succeed will be different from what motivates you, and that's okay. What we share is the same path of milestones, struggles, and winning potential. For those reasons, I wrote Motivate Yourself to Succeed. We all want more, deserve more, crave more, or maybe we're just sick and tired of who we are and where we're at in life, No matter your reasons, what motivates you is for only you to discover. Step number 1 will help you with this. We get right down to it by becoming more mindful of our motivations. So, for example, do you have a personal or business dream or a vision of one that's still in the starting blocks? Or maybe it's on hold. Maybe you don't know how to get started. Follow the simple formula based on my personal breakthroughs, and you will discover how to make things happen. Crafted in 10 actionable exercises or steps with a plethora of firsthand experiences. The formula is about winning, because losing just isn't in our vocabulary, is it? No way. So, by the way, the word hope, I just want to kind of bring this out. The word hope, H-O-P-E, hope, is also not in our vocabulary either. Okay, it's not in mine, and it should not be in yours. Why? Because hope is something that is out of our control. For example, suppose you sent a card to someone, and you say inside of it, "I hope my note makes your day." Well, that's something that's out of your control. You wrote the note, you wrote the card, you sent it. Hey, I hope this card makes your day. However, where you are concerned, you should always be in control of yourself, your decisions, and your actions. So let's replace hope with will. You will do X, Y, Z, or this will happen. Tell yourself that you will give whatever it takes to get the job done, and then just do it. We'll see what the results are at the end, but right now, I hope no. No, it's only will. You see, over time, I've learned the value of making good plans, which I share with you in this book. In every case, it was the plans that helped me to achieve great things in my life and kept me motivated every step of the way. A plan also ensures that your life turns out the way you want it to, such as a positive end goal. You'll discover the transforming power of self-awareness and a boost in confidence that will validate that you actually do control your own destiny. Have you ever gone on a road trip without a map or knowing where you're going? Well, everyone has taken a wrong turn from time to time. Maybe they're bored or they missed the exit or they were exasperated that they weren't paying attention. That's okay. But by staying the course, following through, you got there, right? You were driven, no pun, to reach your final destination through the boredom, the detours, the construction, the long hours, driving down that highway. You stayed motivated to complete your trip, proving that you can be driven to succeed. Hopefully, this book, Motivate Yourself to Succeed, will give you a fresh perspective and an appreciation for a view outside of your restlessness, dead end, or dreaded comfort zone. I want it to inspire you to start your own journey towards something fulfilling and rewarding. My positive life experiences are the result of following these 10 easy steps, and they cannot be found in any one place other than this book, Motivate Yourself to Succeed. It's time for you to become an active participant in your own dreams, and you'll find that you too can achieve just about anything you set your mind to. This book will help you do just that. So, I give you absolute permission to dream big. Some people, they don't dream big enough, and that's their fault. That's their folly. That's where they go wrong. They're so focused on the micro and the minute. Short-term gains can only see the short run and not the long run. No. Dream big. There's nothing stopping you that an action plan and a spark of inspiration won't kickstart you into motion. In Motivate Yourself to Succeed, you'll secure real tips, action steps, thought patterns, mental tactics, and insights needed to pull off virtually anything you set your mind to. And again, I say this with absolute confidence, on your own terms.